Moving on from the calibration, let's talk about the display tab. So the display tab has numerous points of information. And if you look at let's start off with the larger numbers. So if you look at the very top, the larger set of numbers, that's going to be the unloaded weight. When it's going through the process, you will see it set up like this. Initially, the way that it'll set up is those both numbers will mirror each other, the larger set and the smaller set. But in this would simulate what it would look like when it's working and unloading. So the top right-hand corner is labeled unloaded weight, bottom set of numbers, the smaller ones remaining weight. And then you have the tare, the clear, the unload, and the save, which is directly below the weight screen. The first set of information, going from left to right, is a symbol of the field, the name of the field, and the commodity is in there as well. It says corn. It's kind of small, but you'll see that on the main display when we go to that. And then the weight that's in the field currently or being stored there. And then to the right of that, it will have your bushels per acre stored up there so you can calculate your yield. And that will reflect based on your area size and getting that set up. So that will adjust as you collect more weight. And then moving on down the line, the truck labels there in blue, and then the weight that's on the truck, and then the gross allotment for the truck. You can see that in there. We'll look a little bit more because that's kind of a smaller print there. When you press that grayed out right now, the empty, that moves the weight from the truck down to the destination. So on the left-hand side, destination symbol, and then the name of the destination, which is red on this one, and then it's commodity type corn. The destination weight that's in there right now is 6,000 pounds. Moving on to the operator on the left-hand side, moving in, and then Central City Scale is the name of the operator. And then to the right of that is the device name. And then the bottom left-hand corner, there is the moisture percentage, the standard that's set in there right now. That can be changed by tapping on it. And then also changing the temperature, and then it has the pounds per bushels listed there. So any of these can be basically changed once you have the information put into the system. If you don't have the information put into the system, then you're just going to be left with the default screen. So we'll move a little bit forward and discuss some of these other things here. So if you take a look, there's the automatic unload detection, the thing that actually allows you to save. The manual unload, the fill to max, the fill to net amount, add amount, empty cart, changing the field, truck, destination, changing the moisture, temperature, and test weight. And this is basically saying that we have all the information pretty much filled out. We'll go over that further in later videos. The main keys, tare sets a reference weight, which is the subsequent reading, so a net weight. Think of tare as a temporary zero, and then the clear button will actually back out of the tare. So the tare basically, or the clear basically clears out the tare, in other words, so it backs out of it. And then there's the unload and save keys. The unload would activate the automatic unload detection, and then the save would allow you to save the data. And then if you look underneath the numbers, the set there, you have the automatic unload detection. So you have the larger number, and then you have the smaller number. And in between those two, you'll see the auto, and that means that the automatic unload detection has been enabled. So we'll go through some of this with the starting and unload, and then to fill to max, fill to net amount, empty cart, changing the field, truck, destination, operator or grain cart, how to empty the truck, and the moisture and the test weight. So let's go ahead and move on to the main display here. And what you'll see with the main display, you'll see the tear, the clear, and the unload. So let's take a look at the tear, and then the clear, and then notice the auto and the gross pounds. If we hit unload, we can fill to max, fill to net amount, add amount, empty cart, or cancel. So typically this isn't used too much. It can be used in some instances, but for the most part, so if we go to the max GVW, we can unload to that, or we can unload to the net amount. We type in a net amount, unload, add amount. We can put a figure in there, empty cart, and then it will go ahead and empty. If I want to back out of it, I'll just hit save to back out of it for this example. Okay, and then to go through and change the fields. So if the fields are all set up, you'll notice that the grower is contingent on the farm, and then the farm is contingent on the field. So going through, if you change the grower, it will change the farm associated with the field as well. So that's how you would go through and change the field category. And then going to the truck, same thing. There is a truck group, excuse me, and then there is an actual truck that matches up with that. So if we switch the truck group, it will also switch basically the trucks that match up to that field. And then to select it, just push done. Same thing with the destinations. There is a destination group, and then also the actual destination. Same thing here. Go done. If I want to change the operator, I only have one operator in there, but that's how you would do it, just tapping on it. Change the moisture. Hit OK. Change the temperature. Okay. So we're going to change that, which I don't see why you would if it's on corn right now. So, and then if you have, let's get some weight in there as far as the we'll show you how to change going from the grain cart to the truck. So I'm just simulating an unload here. And I went a little bit past my target. Okay. Okay, and I'll hit okay, and then it will save. And then if you look here, it has the basically the field category as far as the weight there, and then it has the weight that is on the truck there. And then if I want to transfer the weight from the truck down to the field, I just push empty. And this will also tell you if you have, so if you have selected, if you look here, I have soybeans and then I have corn, so I don't want to do that. So I better change my destination. Make sure that it is a corn destination, push empty, and then it transfers it down to the destination. So this is basically how the main screen works. And once again, we'll take a look at the automatic unload detection here. And then I'll simulate an unload. And if I go a little bit past, and then it'll save the weight. So I can override it by pushing save. And then if I ever need to go through and zero out the scale, that is in the device mode, so we'll zero that out. And then the display will return to 0. Then if I need to empty the truck, just hit empty, and then it will empty out from there. So basically this is how the setup works, along with the different features and buttons, and then we'll advance to the next video and go over some more details.